The next we are going to see the malt. Okay, malt is the mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. Okay, what is mucosa membrane? Mucosa membrane is the membrane which secrete the mucus, a sticky fluid. Okay, it protects the internal environment of the layer. It protects the cells surrounding that particular layer, and such type of mucous membrane which consists of mucus is present in our body. It is present in the respiratory tract. It is present towards the urogenital tract. It is present in the intestinal. It's present in the gut and protects many things. Okay, protect the cellular environment, protect the membrane, epithelial cells over there. So this cell membrane, mucosal membrane, is very prone for the disease, is very prone for the microbe attack. It is very, you can say that it is a very vulnerable to the microbial attack, and therefore to protect this organs, to protect the mucosal membrane, a particular lymphoid tissues are present which are termed as a malt, which are mucosal associated lymphoid tissue. The name itself suggests that these are the lymphoid tissue which is associated with the mucosal membrane, which is associated with the mucosal membrane, which is associated with the cells membrane in which the mucus is present. It means that these mucosal associated lymphoid tissue are associated with the respiratory, associated with the urogenital, associated with the intestinal, and associated with the gut. Therefore, depending upon the specificity, depending upon the location where the mucosa associated lymphoid cells are present, they are differentiated into BALT. Okay, they are differentiated into BALT. BALT means what? Bronchus associated lymphoid tissue. They are differentiated into GALT, means gut associated lymphoid tissue, and they are differentiated into NALT, means what? Nasal associated lymphoid tissue. It means that this bronchus epithelial cell or bronchus, which containing the mucous membrane, which contain the which secrete the mucus, associating with that the lymphoid tissues are present. Gut associating to the gut epithelial cell, the lymphoid tissues are present, and associated with the nasal secretions, the lymphoid tissues are present. So nasal associated lymphoid tissue. So in this way, the malt is differentiated into BALT, GALT, and NALT. Okay. If you consider the GALT, the example of GALT is tonsil. The example of GALT is tonsil ring. The example of GALT is appendix. So what these are the specific area rich in lymphoid tissue which protects the lymphoid cells, which protect the particular cell. Okay. Now in the nasal secretions, the lymphoid tissue secretes are important. Nasal associated lymphoid tissues are important. The most important part which is over there, or which is present in the epithelial linings of the intestine, or the various regions within the lining of intestine, it is termed as the pear patch. Okay, so if you see this area, the intestinal lining, the pear patches are present like this. These are nodules. Okay, so the pear patches are nothing but present in intestinal submucosa membrane, but they are in the form of nodules. So interstitial submucosa membrane, so nodules are present which are nothing but the pear patches. Okay, so this so these are some examples of the malt what we have seen. So what is the function of this malt? What is the important of this malt? The malt is the main function of malt is the body defense. What it means that it defends the body, it defends a particular area, it defends a particular cell, it defends a particular part of that body, because it has a large population of antibody producing plasma cells, that is beta cells. Beta cells are the antibody producing cell, and therefore the number of beta cells which are produced in this malt area, which are produced in this example, is so much, or it's so high that even though if you combine the plasma cells produced in spleen, lymph node and bone marrow, the number of malt cells which are produced is more than that. So malt cells number or malt cell is responsible to produce the large population of antibody producing cell which protect a particular area, which protect the particular things at that area. So first we will see what are the pair patches. So now we have seen the location of pair patches. Okay, so where they are present as the nodules, they are present in the intestinal mucosa cell. So if you see the diagram of pair patches, so what intestinal villi are we can say that I am going to extend this part. Okay, so this is the well known explain. Okay, so to this there is a lining of lymph vessels. Now we know the function of lymph vessels which carry the lymph fluid and all these things. These are the villi. Villi contain the M cells. So there is a presence of M cells. This is the intestinal villi. Beneath this intestinal villi, there is a large population of T cells. Okay, this is the submucosa layer. And in this submucosa layer, T lymphocyte, there is the germinal center for the B lymphocytes. A dense B lymphocytes are produced over there. So it is a beta cell region, and which is also termed as the germinal center. Okay, few T cells are also over there, but number is very few. Lymphocytes are present. But this area is rich in T cell. Lamina propria. Okay, so when we observe this diagram of pair patches, so these cells are found as a nodules. Okay, the lamina propria is present under the epithelial cells. Okay, this area contains a large number of beta cell. This area contains the lymphocytes and few activated T cells. Also it contains the macrophages. Okay, so this germinal center is responsible for what? Activation of beta cell, production of plasma cells, production of the plasma cells which are responsible to produce the antibody response. Okay, the epithelial cell of mucous membrane, okay, delivers some small samples of antigen from the respiratory cells, from the digestive tract system, from the urogenital tract to this malt, that is mucosa associated lymphoid tissue. In the digestive tract, these M cells, specialized M cells are present, which transport the antigen across the epithelium underlying the mucosa epithelial lymphoid tissue under this. Okay, so this is the M cell. Okay, so what are the M cells? If you see the structure of M cell, what is the, we see that this is the main site from where the antigen across the epithelial cell. So M cells are what they are? They are epithelial cells, but they don't have the microvilli. Okay, so they have the deep vagination or pockets. That pockets comes to the basolateral plasma membrane, which is filled with the cluster of beta cell, T cells and macrophages. The M cell structure, now we are going to see what is the structure of this M cell. Okay, if you see the structure of M cell, when antigen, this is the layer of M cell, or this is the M cell which are present over there. Okay, so this M cell I am going to draw in large scale now. This M cell consists of T helper cell and antigen pseudo R get bind over there. Okay, it consists of the pocket. This is the pocket of M cell, which is filled with T cell. The pocket is filled with the macrophage. The pocket is filled with the beta cells. And therefore the M cell has a specialized function. So this M cell, which is situated in the mucous membrane, this is the M cell, which has the capacity to endocyte the antigen, endocytosis, entry of antigen, formation of packet and engulf that particular antigen and form a digestive globules which enters into the cell. These M cells are produced or present in the digestive tract, in the respiratory tract system and in the respiratory urogenital tract associated MAL, that is these lymphoid tissues. So this antigen is transport across the cell, released into this pocket. This is the basolateral pocket of the antigen, and here the antigen is processed. Either it is phagocytized by macrophage, either it get attached to the beta cell if it is recognized, and beta cell if get converted into antigen presenting cell, and with the help of T helper cell, this antigen presenting cell is now get activated and produce a plasma cell. So this antigen transported across the epithelial cell by M cells and it is and the inductive site activate beta cells, and therefore the M cell is very important. Okay, in the pair patches. So the pair patch of the intestine contain the M cells, where there also the phagocytosis of the antigen has been taken place.